So I have another record game to commentate. This was a 1v1 from the Treaty 20, tomgr versus Cramper. It was already commentated by Charlemagne and Sergio, but we messed up, and with the exception of the semifinals and finals, the replays from the stream of all the 20 games were lost forever. So, yeah. Like, they weren't exported to YouTube in time, so Charlemagne and Sergio's commentaries that they made on this game were lost forever. And if they were still there, I would not be commentating this game because I'm pretty sure they did an excellent job. Maybe even better, probably better than me. Yeah, so if their if the replay with their commentary was still there, I would not be commentating this game. But it's gone forever, so yeah. This was a request. If you like, you can like request in the comments for me to commentate a certain record game, and I might commentate it, I might not. It depends on how much time I have. And I have a lot of time on my hands right now because of snow, so yeah. Yeah, right. So they both boomed like really low. I don't know what happens. I mean, I know this map tends to hunt screw, but even with 4 hunts, like, it should be at least 2150. Crampers is especially low, not even 2100. Not sure what happened here, but because I skipped through the boom because yeah. If they both messed up so hard, maybe I should take a look at it just to see what the hell went wrong. Anyway, let's look at armies then. tomgr made a standard army of Cole Vorgan cast, and this is a little assumptive that he didn't make a single bit of anti-calf pre-40. Well, he made 5 goons, but they're not at the main fight. They're in the nats. Maybe he scouted these 3 hussars from Cramper and he moved the goons to react to them. Cramper made almost the exact same army except less organs in favor of Castadors. He also didn't make any goons, and again, that's a little assumptive. And usually a player's first action after the start fight is to spam hussar, so yeah. Oh, and while we're on the subject, the reason I didn't commentate any games during the 20 is because I didn't feel comfortable doing it. It's still a little bit out of my comfort zone even now, but I've made progress in that area since then. So during the next Treaty 20, I will definitely be commentating some treaty games. During the next, yeah. So yeah, I'd give the start army advantage to tomgr because he has more organs. Cramper just invested his stuff in Castador. And let's roll. Wow. They were both really slow moving their corps up. tomgr microed his first shots really well, but then he didn't micro his second shots at all. That's not good. But neither did Cramper, it seems, so he thought he was able to gain a decisive advantage in the start army by out-wolving Cramper hard. And, yeah. So Cramper's gonna spam hussars, like I said, and now tomgr is in a world of trouble because, like, he didn't have much handicap out, and in addition, he let his Black Riders die, so now the hussars are gonna, like, kill a bunch of his artillery. Cramper should have some mortars out. Portmere, you should always have at least 1 mortar out. tomgr has both training cards out. He should just cancel those castors and re-queue them so that they can come out and pop out instantly. Okay. So Cramper's making muskets, which is fine in like the first 5 minutes, but then it should be only cascade. That was a decent micro from Tom, pulling the corpse back after. And this is like 20 hussars. This is like way too much, especially since Cramper has muskets on the field. Like, I would have like 10 out max on the, and they're on the side of Cramper's anti-cav. Wouldn't have been so bad if it was to the left, where you can see Cramper has like no anti-cav. Yeah. And it's tomgr's building on the left. Cramper didn't really pay much attention to this side of the map. tomgr's abusing it. And I forgot, this was when the 2 Explorer card wasn't banned, so tomgr should have sent it much earlier. In fact, I even started sending 2 Explorers before 40, so I can start abusing them ASAP. Yeah. And Cramper's reacting to this like he needs to. Yeah, he can't just let tomgr build here and get a free position here. So Explorers are coming out. Like I said, I feel like they should be out because of how powerful they are. I think they should be out before 40. Cramper only has 3 goons, so tomgr could really benefit by popping like 10 Huss here. Hussars are underrated in port mirrors, I feel, because ports have below average hussars, but they're not like horrible, and if your opponent has like little or no anti-cav, you should definitely be making hussars. Yeah, and I don't really like the Musk from Cramper. Musk will walk to the front, kill a bit of cav, and then instantly die to Castador. Goons will stay behind your Castador and shoot cav from there. tomgr is also being caught without any cav. Yeah. And, so now that tomgr has control of this, no. He should like be doing something with his units. He has 8 idle Musk and 2 idle goon. Yeah. It's not good. He has a decent amount of goon out. I'd pop 5 more goon. 10 to 15 is like the sweet spot for how many goons you should have. Cramper is again like stacking on the anti-cav, which tomgr is now abusing by making hussars, forcing Cramper into goon. tomgr is making a lot of organs, and I'd like to see the micro the Cramper's Castador here. Again, I think he's going a bit too low on goons. I'd pop like 5 more goons here. And again, I'd pop more hussars, because Cramper is also low on goons. Getting like really low on goons. And tomgr is moving up his organs, which is good, forcing Cramper back. I like Cramper's TC placement, and he also has a backup TC in case this forward TC dies. That's also good. I like this TC placement because he can immediately spam Explorers back to the fight if they die. And I don't see tomgr's Explorers. He could just build a TC here, queue some mills, wall this, and get free map control. That's pretty funny that he has his Explorer up there. And with the other 2, he is requeuing, which is good. Cramper sent 2P a bit early, even before upgrade cards. I don't like that. And Cramper is actually slacking on his shipments. That's not good. I like to have Blood Brothers out before I send a 2P. Because Blood Brothers upgrades 2P significantly. It brings them up to like 40 attack and 180 HP. And these 2P should not be going up front like this. 2P need to be behind your Castors, because 2P are a high damage, low HP unit, even more so than Castors are, so they should always be positioned behind your Castors. tomgr has like, again, not enough anti-cav. 5 goons are not enough to deal with like 10 Hus. He should pop 5 more goons here. He should also start like spamming Hus to try to regain control of this position. A mortar flank from tomgr on the right, on the left side would also be good, because tomgr has all this map control. He should be using it. He spent APM taking map control, whereas cramper did not. So now tomgr should be making use of his map control so that the APM he spent was not in vain. tomgr also be sending 2P, but since he's in such a precarious position here, cramper's pushing in on him. That's a solid decision, I think. He's a left hustler here. I'd like to see him flank some artillery. All his goons are on the right. They should be like more in the center here. He's running his goons forward to try to snipe artillery, which I don't like. Like, look how quickly they're dying. He already lost half of his goon mass. And tomgr is making mortars, but he's gonna use them. And I think this is alright, because cramper's walls are kind of sloppy. Cramper only has 1 stable in his base, so I guess tomgr, I guess going there, this is alright. Like, trying to split there, but I would also like to see tomgr flanking cramper's FB from here, because that will have a direct impact on cramper's push. It'll like weaken his FB, which will make it harder for cramper to push. Again, tomgr is slacking on the goons a lot, and so is cramper, honestly. Like 10 to 15 goons is the amount you should have. You generally. tomgr really needs to pop goons here. And hussars. tomgr should be making hussars. Like, if your opponent is going hussar heavy, then you should be making hussar goon. Hussars block your opponent's hussars while goons kill them. And if your opponent's going really hussar heavy, you may even consider mixing in 5 to 10 musk and meaning them. And I like the hussar from tomgr here, because again, cramper is slacking on the anti-cav. tomgr's explorer position is good here. They're in front of his castle. Cramper not so much. They should be shoved in, which he is doing right now. Let me close that. Hit close window. Why doesn't it close? Holy fuck. Oh, because I'm uploading a video. I see. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, he should be popping goons here. I like this foundry here by tomgr. He can kill mortar and kill at least 2 buildings before they die to hussar. And tomgr is slacking him in. Also, a mortar here behind this wall would be good to like deny this town center from cramper. And tomgr now has a decent mass of goons, but he should also make hussars, because scum hussar beats scum goon. Hussars kill the castors, and goons die to your opponent's attack moved scums. So he should be mixing 5 or 10 hussars, which block the opponent's hussars and make it while the goons kill the hussars. And tomgr is towering here. Cramper should not be letting him tower here. Like, these towers are so forward, and I'd like to see a wall here from cramper in case tomgr tries to hus flank. Wall here as well would be good for cramper. tomgr has nice walls on his flank. Cramper not so much. Then again, tomgr isn't really flank. I don't see tomgr flanking that much. This explorer should be used. I'm not sure why it's idle there. I guess tomgr just forgot it or something. So cramper's, tomgr is jumping here. He shouldn't send too much pop here, and as soon as cramper notices it, he should like abandon it. Or as soon as cramper like sends enough pop to like hold it, he should abandon it. Because right now cramper doesn't have enough pop to hold it. Like, he's about to kill this wall. Now he can walk into cramper's eco. This wall should just be deleted. Not a single segment is gateable. It's just as much of a hindrance to Tom as it is to cramper. Again, 10 hustle pop here because cramper's really stacking on goons. Even if your opponent isn't making hustle, you should still have 10 goons out so that you can be ready in case your opponent makes hustle. And this was a very nice reaction wall from cramper. Like, he saw that all his walls were down, and so in order to prevent tomgr from just sending units into his base, he was able to quickly get that wall up, which was good. And again, tomgr is doing what I said he should do, making hussars. Because cramper was slacking on goons. And yeah. And also tomgr is abandoning this now that cramper has reacted to it and stopped it so that he can push up here. This is a good play from tomgr. And now he has a nice amount of goons. Like, usually it would be a bit high, but considering how hustle heavy cramper has been going, I'd say 15 goons are warranted here. 15 to 20. The explorers should again be shoved into your opponent's army. tomgr doesn't have blood brothers in his deck. He favored an infinite 1/300 wood. I would disagree with that. His blood brothers are such a huge boost. Grandpa has a lot of pop up here. What's his Vil pop? Oh, he cut Vils. This is interesting and something you don't see much very often on Audis because the training speed tech from the Incas makes it a lot easier to hold against stuff like this. But yeah, if anyone can pull it off, it's Cramper, I guess. Because I've seen him do this before and he's pretty good at it. And tomgr has a nice FB in his base. I'm not sure if he had that there before 40, if he just made it, but either way it's good because with Cramper at such a low Vil pop, he'll probably lose this position. He might lose this position. It's a very big threat. Oh, maybe he just cut Vils like that to stop the jump, and now he wants to rebuild. It's also possible. Again, I like Cramper's forward TC, which makes it easier for him to spam explorers, and he has a backup TC in case that forward TC gets mortared, which it probably should be. I'd like to see some mortars here from tomgr to hit this barracks in this stable. Like, it should be nearly impossible to push in port mirrors because of mortars, but tomgr hasn't been really using mortars much. We see Cramper with 3 port mortars tearing down Tom's FB, but Tom doesn't have any mortars out. He should like have 2 up here behind this wall shelling Cramper's FB from the side here. tomgr is out of wood. It's not something you see much in a no-nat port mirror. Oh, it's because this factory's on coin. Oh, tomgr took both TPs. This is smart. TPs are underrated, are very underrated, and they can equate to a lot of resources. Cramper's on Blood Brothers, so those are big points. These explorers should be shoved up, so should these. Should be shoved into your opponent's army to soak damage. tomgr has to flank here, especially since Cramper's goons are all on the right. He could just make 5 husks from this stable and probably kill a good 1 or 2 corps. Yeah, and Cramper's like trying to overwhelm Tom with his military advantage. Tom's making musk. I think that's fine here, considering how many hustlers Cramper's making. But musk are not a replacement for goon. Like, you should still have a decent amount of goons out, even if you decide to make some musk. Like, musk cannot completely replace goon. And Tom does have a few goons out, but not enough, I feel, for how many hustlers Cramper's making. These stat explorers should be revived immediately. I guess Crampers, I don't know who they are. I like how tomgr his units like to the right, flanking Cramper's army, but he should also be building mortars. Okay, cool. He's doing that right now. A bit late, but at least he's doing it now, and he has a foundry here, which is good. He should use that to flank Cramper's TC. Making calls to try to deal with Cramper's organ guns. Whoops. So yeah, Cramper should make like 5 mortars to like tear down these walls ASAP, because he has to push now here, because he has 75 vills, so if he doesn't push, then he pretty much loses. And now he has to back up, because tomgr has an organ. He has to back off until he can regain cannon control. And Cramper should also have a few mortars shelling this FB here, so the tomgr can't husk flank him. Like, this area here was very open to a husk flank. Oh my god, his castles are so close to tomgr's stable. And yeah, here's 10 hussars. Both of those organs are dead. And part of it's just like they were positioned poorly, but like, yeah, Cramper didn't really have enough. Has been slacking on the goons. Ace Cramper. He's leaving this open. Wow, he really should re-wall in case tomgr decides to go here again, which it would be very difficult for him to do considering his position here. But if he sent like, I don't know, a few mortars, 5 hussars, he could probably get in fairly easily. But again, he probably should. That would be very dangerous of him to do, because Cramper's low on vills and he's almost pushing into tomgr's base. And again, only 7 goons. Okay, he's popping more goons. It's good. Explorer positioning is alright. He could even, but they should be shoved even further forward into, like, directly into his opponent's army. Cramper's explorer positioning is very bad right now. Should probably gate this and gate this as well. Although one thing that's making it hard from the Hustlink is Cramper's stable right here. If tomgr could like destroy that stable and this stable as well, and this Hustlinks would do a lot more damage because Cramper's goons would have to walk that much further. And tomgr is making organs. Organs are a good unit to make if you're on the defensive. Really good unit. And Cramper's also trying to make organs. That corpse should just be pulled back. You could probably also use this stable and flank from the right. So tomgr is losing the Cold War right now because he's run out of coin, and as a result, Cramper is outmassing him on Colv because tomgr doesn't have the coin to produce the Colvs that he needs. So he has to like use some Hustlinks right now in order to try to compete in the Cold War, because he won't be able to outmass Cramper on Colvs because he's too low on coin. And I'd like to see more mortars from Cramper. Like, what's his resource? His distribution is fine. He's well macroed, and he's low on vills, so he definitely has the pop space. He should have like 5 mortars pounding tomgr's walls and his FB. Then he would push a lot faster. And maybe he would even win if he just made like 5 more mortars. And I think tomgr should again make like 2 mortars here. And 2 mortars here, so that and that would literally deny any FB Cramper could make. And Cramper's not touching this FB at all. I really don't like that. It leaves him so open. He should at least throw a wall up over here to protect his artillery. And still no rewalling. 119 HP idle Castador. Yeah. And tomgr is making Musk, I'm guessing, because his coin is so low, and Musk are a food heavy unit. I guess that's something I would do too. Although I would not be sending them forward into Castador like this. What's his Cramper's distrib look like right now? He's very well macroed. Cramper's macro has been a lot better than tomgr's this game, but... And he's building up, which he has to do at this point because he's failed to push. And the reason he's failed to push is because he's simply not making enough mortar. Like, he's been doing fine in the Cold War, but he's not making any mortars. And this Explorer positioning is very good. You can see they're, like, right in tomgr's cast, like, soaking up a ton of damage. Yeah. And tomgr should be like making hustlers from the right, like from this stable, or you could go to the closest stable, like right here. Either way, he should be flanking from the right. He should be able to flank from the right when Cramper has all this anti-cav on the left side here. At this point, when it's so close resource-wise, I feel like Cramper would benefit a lot by like using P-Turds to take care of. He has a foundry right next to tomgr's TPs. He should definitely Q2 P-Turds and take care of it. And he has Cramper's 2 mortars. I think he should make more like 5 mortars. And when the resources are this low, he shouldn't be fighting against Organ when he doesn't have artillery controller. He doesn't have corvs out to deal with the organs. Like, tomgr can micro those organs to infantry and kill so many castadors that way. And if Cramper had enough resources to continue pushing, maybe it would be okay, but when he's this low, he definitely shouldn't be doing that. Like, he should have backed off and waited for these 5 corvs. And he's finally dealing with this FB here. I'd like to see some walls go up as well, otherwise tomgr will be able to just send villas up and re-FB there. tomgr should be careful with his organs now that Cramper has control of artillery control again. And like, he's moving them back right now, and they got blocked by the foundry. He lost one more than he needed to. And kudos to Cramper for not getting baited. He pulled his clothes back right when he needed to. But he can't keep max pop, so he shouldn't be fighting here. He should go back and remass and Vil up at this point. And he should definitely QTP towards here this to take care of tomgr's FB. I mean tomgr's TP. You can't really do anything about this because tomgr has like complete control on that side. Which again, tomgr should be trying to use to flank Cramper's FB. Cramper really needed more mortars. He also should have stayed on top of tomgr's organs more. But now his resources are, now that he's back, slowly backing off and microing his castawars more, his resources are starting to come back, and he should be, yeah, there. He let himself drop too much, his pop dropped too much considering how many resources he had. Now we can't even afford to make more mortars. Cramper's FB is like right there. tomgr could actually literally probably make pitas and kill that stable. Cramper would have to react with all his castles to be able to stop it. And I think tomgr needs more games here. Not Musk. Look at how Cramper has a 50 castle mass. Musk is just gonna be slaughtered. tomgr can afford 32p, so he should definitely be sending it. In fact, not sending it is a huge mistake. And I like how he's thinking here. Cramper has no anti-cav out, so he's gonna be he would easily take out both mortars if he were paying attention here. Yeah, he took out both mortars. Really wish he would Q a mort here, pizzas or something. He could easily kill that stable. Yeah, now Cramper's to go back, and he's building up, which is what he needs to do. And I wish he had made more mortars, because tomgr's FB was in such a... was like within mortar range, but Cramper just didn't have enough mortars to take out all those buildings. And again, since resources are so low, Cramper should be extra careful with his castles, and he should like not be taking a single mortar hit. explore positioning is quite nice right now. And yeah, I still can't believe cramper didn't re-wall here. So cramper is like almost pure cast with tomgr's musk cast, so tomgr has to micro his organs very well, because obviously pure cast will beat musk cast. And he is microing his guns pretty well. tomgr has been microing his organs pretty well this game, and that's been allowing him to hold, that combined with cramper not making enough mortars. Holy fuck, this game was close. Cramper has his exposed positioned extremely well right now. Like, look how much damage they're tanking. Cramper doesn't have a single mortar out right now. That's very bad. Can you see that stable? He can see that stable, so why isn't he like p-toting it or something? It's just one stable. And I think tomgr should like take this fill and like throw a wall up right there. And he should definitely mortar that stable. It's within it is like completely within mortar range. Cramper oh wow, I can't believe I didn't notice this earlier. Cramper has been FBing very well with stables and town centers, but he needs to make his barracks closer to the fight. Look how far his castadors have to walk. tomgr should have more organs or more hussars for how many musks he's making. And since he has no food, it should be organs. Yeah, he needs to go really artillery heavy now that he has no food. And I think the reason he drained on food is because he made way too many musketeers. I mean, cramper isn't even making that many hussars right now. Yeah. Because now he's in a really bad position. And cramper, and again, he did send 2B finally. That's right. And he should be pumping like 5 organs right now. And then he should be making goons to protect them, because Musk got food heavy and he has no food, so he needs to make goons. Like, if your opponent is, like, you should only be making muskets either A, to protect mortars that are, like, out in the open, or 2, if your opponent is making, like, 20 or more hussars. And Cramper's been going fairly huss heavy, but he's not making, like, 20 hussars, he's making, like, 10. Goon slash huss can deal with 10 hussars. And Cramper should have more mortars, he needs more mortars. One mortar will take too long to kill this. He needs like 3 or 4 mortars. Maybe if I were Cramper, actually, I would make like 6 mortars, and I would use them to like destroy all of Tom's FB. 6 mortars would take this FB out so fast. And Cramper's not walling, not FBing here. Not enough. Like, he's a forward stable, and that's very good. But he also needs more forward barracks, and his foundries are all the way back here. That means they take such a long time to. And yeah, tomgr did what I said he needs to do. He's making 5 organs. Getting some really good shots. Cramper should just not even be moving his castles forward. tomgr has way too many organs. He should just wait on corpse. Although I like that, and Cramper's finally made it for enough mortars, but it's too late. And he's doing that now, keeping his Castadors back out of organ range and waiting for Corvs. Yeah, tomgr should just kill that Corv first and then deal with the organs. Cramper's making too many hussars. First off, Cramper's very low on resources, and second off, tomgr's making Musk. tomgr should melee his Musk in this position, then these hussars will drop like flies. And they're dropping like flies anyway, because of the sheer mass of anti-cav. That was a very bad move from Cramper, especially considering how low on resources he was. In fact, that 15 hussar spam might have lost him the game, because look how low on pop he is now. And tomgr just lost his entire FP, so if Cramper just continued pumping Cascoon with Corv Organ behind it, maybe he could have won. It looks like tomgr is gonna hold. Yeah, he's gonna hold. And Cramper should definitely be at 99 fills right now, because he cannot keep max pop right now. He needs to pump more Corvs. He has more coin than food right now, so he should be like making Corvs and organs. tomgr's fine on resources. He's gonna re-FB. He should be re-rolling like right now as well. And yeah, he's going here, and again, this is why I said Cramper should have re-walled. All he has to do is like take 15 muskets, and this is hurting Cramper's eco just because he's forcing 15 villas to migrate to the other side of the base. And when the game is this close, Cramper can't afford that. So and if he had re-walled, he would have prevented. If he had re-walled here, he would have prevented that. So now tomgr is pushing up here with Cass Husser. And it looks like he's fine now. Cramper can't even keep max pop, so he should be GGing any minute. Oh my god, that's so gay. He has two stuck fills. So tomgr didn't have very good macro that game, and that almost fucked him. And he lost a lot of ground, because I feel like he didn't abuse his side FBs enough. Mortaring. He should have been mortaring Cramper's FB more actively. And now he's like sieging the CC. He should just make mortars, but it's pretty over anyway. Actually, he still shouldn't be spamming, because who knows, maybe Cramper can like come back. Like, even though tomgr definitely has a fairly large advantage right now in that he can keep max pop and Cramper can't, he shouldn't be too aggressive, especially into towers. I mean, he shouldn't just spam his units into towers. He should like make mortars and then spam into towers. He shouldn't be spamming into towers when he doesn't have mortars. That's what I mean. And yeah. Cramper isn't even 99 vills yet. He should have been 99 vills a long time ago. He hasn't been able to keep 200 for a long time now. Looks like he's gonna force tomgr back with these organs, but tomgr's just gonna call with them. And it's good that he's focusing Cramper's corpse first, and that he can just come back to the organs later. He really needs to pump goon. He's been slacking on goons a lot this game, and so is Cramper. If I were against either one of them, I'd be abusing that by making hussars. Both flanking his art and using them on Cassadors as well. Hussars beat Cassadors, and people seem to forget that and not use hussars on Cassadors. And Cramper was abusing that and going really hussar heavy for a while. Yeah, and tomgr really needs to pump games, and I guess he's focusing here. This is a safer way to end the game. There's draining potential if he continues to try to fight here. Maybe Cramper can go back, regather, and push forward with a full army. But here he can easily end the game, and it's just a tournament game. I guess he just wanted to end the game in the safest way possible, in a way that'll guarantee him a win by attacking here, because Cramper didn't re-wall here. I know some No Rush 60 players consider re-walling to be lame, but it's not lame in No Rush 40. Should always be re-walling if your if your base walls get destroyed. And yeah, now it's just over. GG. This was a very close game, a very nice game. Both players played quite well. And yeah. This was probably one of the better games from the tournament. Cramper deleted Vils to try to go for a push, but he wasn't able to get the most out of it because he didn't make enough mortars. And he might have spammed too much into organs as well. tomgr, he let it get that close. He was stacking on anti-cav while he kept stacking on anti-cav a bit while Cramper was going very hussar heavy. He didn't mortar from the sides enough, so Cramper was able to get a forward stable and a forward TC up that way, and that aided in his push. And yeah. It's so annoying when that happens. I can't even look at stats, but okay. Yeah, that's it. GG from both.